Welcome to another episode of Here's Why.
In this episode, we're going to talk about here's why you struggle in retail.
Okay, retail is a scary thing for so many stylists and even salon owners, surprisingly. And I personally think one of the number one things that holds people back is fear.
Big time.
Fear of rejection, fear of sounding ridiculous, fear of
Being greasy.
or like salesy.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that a lot of people do because they put themselves in the shoes of the customer versus putting yourself in the shoes of service. I teach this a lot in my webinar, how to become a retail guru. And I think that you don't have a system of how to introduce retail to your guest. This is where the fear comes from. You just kind of shut down and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do it because like this person just spent $500.
Yeah, we decide for them a lot of the time. We think because I wouldn't do it, maybe they won't do it. So we already have that preconceived kind of thought in our head. So when we go to do it, and any sign of like that no word, we kind of break down and freeze up. But we love selling retail. We love it.
Yeah.
And you're supporting your clients. And you're working on a nice fresh canvas.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of the times, another reason why people struggle with retail is because they carry too much retail. If I'm a stylist and I see that there's like 5 or 6 products, like I don't know which one I'm going to recommend to my guest, because they're going to feel like they have this like choice overload, and it's a cognitive impairment that happens within us when we see hundreds of shampoos in front of us. We're just like, oh, I'm not going to buy it. So we kind of set ourselves up for failure that way when we have too much to choose from.
Yeah, and it's hard to remember that many products.
Yeah.
So we have one line in our salon, and not saying that you have to have one line, but it's so much easier to pick a brand that you love, that you align with, that you love the smell, the feel, the performance. You love it all, so that you're just servicing them. You're not selling them anything. You love it, you use it. And knowledge is power. So the more educated you are on these products, the easier it is to talk about them.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the other things I find the reason why people struggle is because they don't have it set in the beginning of their service. I hear sometimes people talking about it, they're introducing it in the middle of the service, and you don't have your guest's attention at that point. So it's really important that you do it in the beginning of the service so that you can get it out of the way and address their challenges. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, we have 2 really great tools for you. One of them is a consultation PDF that has tons of information and tools that you can set yourself up to become a consultation master. And the second one is our Becoming a Retail Guru. And that is, it's such a good class. And that one is in our premium section.
For more education, you can visit elevatedstylist.com.